Hello guys, and welcome back to some StarCraft 2 Direct Strike Commander. And today I am going to be playing some Tychus, Stukov. And hopefully, if everything goes to plan, I really just want to go for the Swarm and just spam out a lot of civilians and infested marines and that kind of stuff. That's the plan. Depending on who we are facing, that might work and it might not work, but hopefully this will still work, and I will do my best to make it work. I am going to get an infested bunker here on the first wave, probably, just to get some extra tanking and DPS and something big to shoot at here. Yeah, and then we're gonna get our refinery down. Seems like we have a Vorasoon on our team, as well as Kerrigan. And I am currently facing a Dahaka. So what I wanted to do originally, the just spam, that's not gonna work against Dahaka. He has way too many options for splash damage for me to be able to do that. And the next person I'm up against is Tychus, just to make it extra, just to reinforce the fact that it's not gonna work. So yeah, this is not happening. You're trying my patience. Most definitely. So what am I going to do in that case? My infested bunker is probably just gonna get eaten, so I'm just gonna take up for the time being and just use that as fodder for the Haka, as well as a way to spawn in some infested marines, because they are pretty decent. Or maybe it's not actually gonna eat me. Very interesting. Okay, it's not gonna eat me, and that's fine with me as well. You know, I'm going to be able to finish off his wave, even though it's just barely, because Tychus just comes in here last seconds, tries to ruin all the fun, as he does. Like usual. Yeah, and our Vorasoon is gonna have to pick that up. Problem is, Vorasoon stalkers don't deal that much damage, so they're gonna kinda struggle against him. And the enemies, the yellow guy on the enemy team has been flagged as AFK. It's very unfortunate for the enemy team, especially that he didn't just straight up leave and instead decided to stay, which just makes everything a lot more difficult for them. Made it for them here in the early game, not being able to contest, especially since both of them seemingly are trying to go relatively aggro here in the early game, really just punishes them for playing that way. On the other hand, if they hadn't, they would probably have lost bunker either way. So I don't know, maybe not. I'm gonna get one more infested bunker here, and now we have more than enough to tank for my infested Dimondbacks, which is probably the next thing I'm gonna work on, because they deal so much damage. So much damage is actually kinda nasty. Yep, the Haka down, and this is actually might be a little bit of a struggle, since I'm having to face both their waves at the same time, but it seems like I'm still gonna be fine, or I had to deal partly with the Haka wave as well. But I'm gonna have a couple of Marines staying over, keeping the pressure on even over into the next wave, which is quite nice, especially since our Kerrigan seems to have gone for tier 3 from the beginning and just now getting out her Toralisks. Which, you know, that's fine. Not do that, that, and that. And you're gonna get that as well. That 3 extra armor really does go a long way against a lot of enemies. As well as the Dimondbacks. These guys can be a little clunky, as you can obviously see. Kinda feels like the Dragoons from Brood War. Which, you know, it's really saying something. But yeah, we should just be smashing through them, especially now that the Tauras are up and running and we're just absolutely stacking like crazy. Now I am gonna get another gas just in case this keeps on going. We get the cannon, so I'm still able to get out that 3rd Dimondback. And also a ton of upgrades, which is very, very nice for me. So I am really strong right now, my wave. And our worst ultimate is just hard stacking. So together, we're really just gonna crush it, and Kerrigan getting herself up and running now. Now that she has her Toralisks, really gonna become quite dangerous. Primal Igniters, I don't really think that's the play necessarily, since they first still have to go through the armored bunkers before they get to the infested Terrans inside of it. But I don't know, maybe. They seemed like they did quite well there though. So it might not have been that bad of an idea. And yeah, this might actually be a very early GG. Very unfortunate, really got off unfortunate. Really started off badly for enemies here with the AFK. It's kind of hard to recover from that. Was the Tychus going for fear, probably? No. It's going just some mass serious, which I'm not so sure about that. Not convinced that that is a good idea. And we're just stacking so hard now that it's almost impossible to break it. I'm gonna start getting some upgrades here as well, which will just absolutely start crushing it. And I'm gonna contaminate here, try to save some stalker lives for maybe possibly the last push here. Who knows? Yeah, another armor upgrade in. Yeah, and my infested bunkers now have 4 armor. That's just so much armor. It's kinda crazy, but oh, they're actually able to hold it and actually start get a bit of stacking on their own. And Tenant Nikara here healing up serious, almost faster than 3 of my Dimondbacks can damage him. It's kind of a sad sight to see. No, never mind, I can't get Apocalypse since we're facing a Tychus, which is very unfortunate. I really enjoy them. It looks very cool. Instead, I'm probably just gonna get some tanks, maybe, to be honest. Yeah, maybe a couple of tanks is the play here. Relative infestation game plus 15 versus armored units. I mean, yeah, the entire Dahaka wave is armored, and probably most of that case. The Takus wave is also armored. But I don't know, I'll keep that in mind for later when we have more of them. Because right now it's not really necessary. Yeah, Kerrigan getting her 2 upgrade, 2 Taurus, and then just going into Hydralisk. It was quite interesting. She has 3 upgrades on them, but I feel like that's almost kinda early. Like, you don't really need 3 upgrades. With only that, like this many Hydras, what is this, like 9 Hydras? I'm really thinking it's worth it to go into tier 3 for it as well, at least. I mean, if you're already tier 3, you might as well get it, but that's a different story. So, Dark is now gone big. And my tank here is shooting, getting some passive value for the team. Yes, we'll now be able to start stacking with the team. This guy's just going all out stalkers, really. Taking up to tier 2 to be able to upgrade them, which is, I think that's a good choice, to be honest. Definitely do think that's the right choice. And getting some DTs. You know, they're always fun. We're soon DTs. Really pleasant to look at. When they just go swooping across the enemy lines. Doesn't necessarily do too much damage, I don't feel like, but really nice to look at. Nonetheless. Yeah. My guys have so much tanking. The problem are my Dimondbacks actually doing much damage? I don't feel like they are, actually. And that they're just kinda there, I guess. We are constantly shelling them with my tanks, but doesn't seem to be doing all that much damage, to be honest. They really have them. I feel like now we have held mid for so long that they can't really retake the momentum, and because we just have so much more money than they do, we have generated so much more money, and that just kind of wins us the game, even if we misplay a little bit from now on. It will probably still be winnable. But I don't know. Seems like I'm getting kind of wrecked by this Dahaka, dude. So now what are we going to do about that? Volatile infested? Yeah. That's definitely what we're gonna do about it. That's hopefully just gonna nuke him when he comes forwards. But it doesn't seem like he has gonna leap with him though, which means he's kinda staying at back together with the rest of his army. So maybe volatiles infesteds are not actually the choice. Kinda jumping forward, yeah, detonating into some of the Tychus units, which is nice. Most definitely. You know, dealing a fair bit of damage. Gonna contaminate to get that, to hopefully be able to finish them off here. Doing a little bit of damage. Oh, yeah, Dimondbacks locked on, Taurus locked on, and that's gonna be GG. yeah. See here, how did we do? I did pretty well, to be honest. Just as well as the Dehaka that were playing with two people. Just saying. No, that's fine. Yeah, Kerrigan's plan was kind of weird. Probably would have been fine the longer the game went on, but like taking up to tier 3 to then get a lot of Hydras, just kind of weird, to be honest. Going with so many gases as well simultaneously. Yeah, but oh well, it was a good game. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. I also stream on Twitch and here on YouTube on Mondays and Saturdays. Yeah, thanks you guys so much for watching. Have a good one.